Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Iqmal Kimi bin Johari, and I'm going to do presentation on my final year project. And the title of the project is Classical Grid Art Game for Student of VCS 105. And my supervisor is Miss Samsiah binti Ahmad. So the background of the study is that the practice of fine art in ancient Greece exists in archaic period, classical period, and Hellenistic period. And the gamification is about taking something that is not a game and applying the game mechanic of the game to increase user engagement. The problem statement of this project is that art and design is a very interesting thing to learn. However, the amount of information that needed to be learned create a very uninteresting learning experience. And this learning experience will demotivate student and create a situation that may lead to the learner complete rejection. Fortunately, the gamification of the content of classical grade art will create a new and exciting ways to learn the content and motivate students. The objective for this project is to identify the factors that influence student motivation to learn about classical grade art and to design and develop classical grade art game that will increase student motivation. And final objective is to evaluate the functionality of the developed application. The scope for this project is that this application will only be used by the student and lecturers of subject art and design appreciation in UiTM Perak. And the content of this application are based on the classical grade art of the VCS 105 syllabus. And finally, this application is developed in English language. The significance of this project is that it makes the process of learning classical Greek art more interesting. It creates a healthy competitive learning experience through gamification, and it is an alternative method to improvise students' grade for this subject. The domain for this project is that the Greek art period are between 900 BC until 31 BC and are divided into 5 periods. And the periods are geometry, archaic, classical, and Hellenistic. The Greeks are known for their sculpture, architecture, and ceramics. The research area and technique for this project is gamification. Gamification is applying game mechanic into non-gaming situation. The technique that will be used in this project is content-based gamification, 2D environment, and progression-based. Some of the existing apps that are similar to the proposed project is Quizzes, GameKey, and Quizlet. All these existing apps they are pretty similar in the sense that they all three of them have points reward and leaderboard. The game environment for all of them are 2D. All of them are competitive type of game, and all three of them are can be played on both mobile platform and web platform. So the justification for the chosen technique is that the reason I choose content-based gamification is because this project will alter the content of the classical Greek art, so that is content-based gamification. And we choose 2D environment because we can achieve our objective with 2D environment game, and the benefit of it that 2D environment is less complex than 3D. We choose the progression-based element because progression-based game will attract every type of players, the competitive players and the casual players. So the methodology of the diagram, this is the game development life cycle. The first phase is idea and story, second phase design, third phase is development, and fourth phase is testing. So this is the system architecture. So this is the summary of the methodology. For objective, to identify the factors that influence the motivation to learn about classical Greek art. We can achieve that through the idea and story phase. And during that phase, we will find suitable idea, find suitable title, find supervisor for guidance, and we will propose the project to the supervisor. The deliverable of that phase is game design. And through design and development phase, we can design and develop a classical Greek art game that will increase to the motivation. And in design phase, we will design the project architecture, sketch the storyboard, design user interface, and design the navigation flow. And during the development phase, we will develop interface of the game, coding the backend engine. The outcome of the design phase is we will get the game design, and the outcome of the development phase is game-based learning. Testing phase, we we do testing phase to achieve the objective to evaluate the functionality of the developed application. And during that phase, we will test the usability of the game, identify the learning outcome, and content clarity. And the deliverable for this phase is developers response and user response. So this is all from me. Thank you.